Welcome to Mishna study, Masechet Demai Perek Mishna Het. Over here, we're continuing on the same thread that we spoke about before, of not being able to separate, right, Trumot HaMa'asorot to one pile to the next if they have two different statuses, right? If one's Tevel and one you may have separated Trumot HaMa'asorot from, you can't separate one and the next. Over here, we're going to talk about if a person buys Tevel from two different places, right? Tevel is something that is 100% not nothing was separated from it, right? This is, you're not allowed to eat it, right? This is the, it's after Miruach HaKeri, it's after, right? It's after you're obligated into Trumot HaMa'asorot and nobody 100% didn't, separated anything from it. Right? So if a person buys Tevel from two different places, he's allowed to separate one onto the next. Why? Because they both have the same status. They're both 100% not tithed. No one separated Trumot HaMa'asorot, so therefore you're allowed to separate one, right? Trumot HaMa'asorot, once to cover both batches, right? Because they definitely have the same status. Even though they did say, Achamim said that a person is not allowed to sell Tevel, unless it's the tzorech, unless it's a real need. The Yerushalmi gives a reason of what can be considered a real need, but you're not allowed to sell Tevel unless it's, in general, a person is just not allowed, to sell Tevel. There is another condition Harambam brings down, that not only are you not allowed to sell Tevel, it needs to be a necessity, but secondly, he brings another one, that it has to be to a Tamid Chacham. The only time you're allowed to sell Tevel, something that's 100% untithed, it needs to be on condition that it's a necessity, and it needs to be to a Tamid Chacham, and that's what the Yerushalmi says, it has to be L'tzorech and to a Haver.